Hey Aquarius, how's it going everybody? Welcome to Blue Mountains Tarot. This is going to be a general reading for you guys. My fellow Aquarians, my name is Alex. For anybody who might be new to the channel, these are general reads. Please keep that in mind. I do offer personal readings via Zoom. If you're interested, you can reach me below. In the description box is where you'll find my email address to get in touch and set up a personal reading if you'd like. And thank you so much, Aquarius, for your likes, your shares, your comments, contributions. I appreciate that. Let's take a look. What's the message for today for Aquarius? Remember, this is general, so it's only going to resonate for some, not for everyone. What is going on for Aquarius energy? Let's see. Okay, it's time. It's time to make a change here, Aquarius. You know, you got Two of Pentacles with the Four of Cups. There's something here that you're not happy about. There's something here that you're either dissatisfied with, bored with. You're no longer interested. So what are you doing? You're changing. You're changing your mind. You're changing your choices. You know, I just switched gyms. I don't like the gym anymore that I'm at. I moved over to a brand new one. So it's like, it can be as simple as that. You're just feeling like this gym doesn't have the vibe for me. This is just not, I'm not getting the workouts that I want. It could be a job, it could be a person, whatever this is, Aquarius. I think you're definitely weighing out your options, making different choices. Let's see what maybe this is in regards to. Something, what I'm picking up is something doesn't feel solid. This is what I'm getting. Something doesn't feel solid. You're looking for something more grounded, where you more secure. So whatever you're choosing, you may feel a little bit vulnerable in. You may feel a little bit, you know, unsettled. The Death. Okay, there's the ending. So you're choosing something that is something else is coming to an end, and it's a lot of change there. Transformation with the Death card. So I feel like, you know, maybe this was done a long time ago. Maybe this is something that you realize, you know what, it's time for a change, but that's just confirmation. So you got Scorpio energy there. What is this, or what is the energy for Aquarius? Five of Wands. Why the Five of Wands? The Knight of Cups. It's interesting. I kind of get that through some sort of conflict or some sort of, you end up kind of making friends or making a connection with somebody else who appreciates maybe the argument you had, or what part of this somewhat of a conflict or argument. It's almost like somebody shows up for you or shares their, you might have gotten quite emotional within a conflict, or you got rather caught up emotionally. So something could have really stirred or turned on your sensitivity to something. What is this about here? But I feel like somebody came towards you, or somebody responded after. You know, sometimes you go, let's say you're at a staff meeting and it's a bit heavy, or it's a bit, you know, a little bit sensitive topics, or it's, you know, could be a little bit of a debate or controversial or argumentative. And at the end of that meeting, when maybe you're the one that spoke up, maybe you're the one that expressed your emotions, maybe you were the one that put some good points in, and you kind of were like, I don't, you know, you shared some truth, some honesty. I feel like you may have gotten somebody who said, you know, thank you for speaking up on behalf of us, or thank you for expressing the truth. Thank you for doing that, because that was a bit of a bold thing, Aquarius. Because I also pick up with this Death card that something has to change here, Aquarius. And you might have been the one that said, like, I'm not dealing with this anymore. I'm not putting up with this. Everybody can have their little 2 cents, but it's not getting anywhere. And I think that maybe, Aquarius, you may have been partly the reason for big change taking place in a situation. Okay, I feel like somebody shows this appreciation to you. What is this about, though? I just want to clarify that. The Hermit. Yeah, see, there's a bit of wisdom there and learning things, but you then, you showed up with this courage. You went out alone on it. You know, you went out on a limb. You went out on your own, maybe against the grain or against a situation that would have been everybody just kept their mouth quiet, or everybody just didn't say anything for lack or for fear of stirring up the energy. And I feel like you're okay because you already know sort of this path or this direction that you're going in. You're willing to step away, you're willing to let go, you're willing to go out on it alone because you know that, you know, the point or the outcome for you, you know, it's like a knowing, a sense of knowing the outcome of something, but other people may have been afraid to kind of come forward. So I feel like, Aquarius, you've come forward in something because there was much change needed. Okay. Virgo energy there. Tell me, just one sec here. If there is conflict, I just want to see something with the Virgo because I feel like there could have been somebody here as well. This could be a little bit of a separate topic, or a separate scenario where somebody came back towards you, Aquarius, wanting to connect, wanting to express their emotions, maybe after conflict, Five of Wands, and you simply have walked away, or maybe they did. If it's a Virgo energy here with the Hermit, they may have walked away. Let's see here. Is this case? The Five of Pentacles, yes. So someone here was kind of left out in the cold. Somebody here was tired of going through the conflict, the struggle. Again, if it's a job, you might have said, you know what, I'm quitting. I'm not going through this struggle again. So you may have up and left, or there's an energy here that, because you have it right there, the Death, the Hermit, the Five of Pentacles. There's a sudden ending and you just said enough is enough in some situation here. But there is somebody who's sort of coming back in, you know, pleading with you, begging for your time, your attention to maybe come back in, to reconcile something or to make something different. But I feel like this is sort of a lesson learned situation for you, Aquarius. Too many times here with the Four of Cups, too many times you've been disappointed. This has been multiple times, multiple attempts. And you eventually just said, you know, enough is enough. You've moved on. This is where that energy of your emotions getting kind of boiling up, where there's a boiling point. It tips over and you're done. You've moved on from something. Roles can be reversed, guys, if this is you on the receiving end. If it was a Virgo, for instance, maybe that person had a hard time walking away. Maybe that person doesn't want to be alone, that kind of thing. But I feel like there's this energy of like, I've learned my lesson, or I've learned that, you know, one too many times here. Okay, let's move on. Let's see, anything else? What does Aquarius need to know today? Is there any other messages? What else? The Lovers, okay? So again, this could be affecting a relationship. Somebody making the choice to, what's the outcome here with the Lovers? Queen of Wands, and one more. The Star. That's you, Aquarius. The Star card. The Lovers, Gemini energy. Queen of Wands. Let me clarify this Queen of Wands. It feels a little bit like somebody here, Aquarius, is putting pressure on a situation to make a move in your life, considering a relationship maybe. Let me just see here, Queen of Wands. Somebody's very passionate about joining or being with you. I feel like somebody isn't giving up on their hope. somebody really sees, but it could, what is this? Queen of Wands, let's see. The Emperor, that was at the bottom of the deck. Pressure, there is. Somebody here could be coming across, you've got Aries energy. You've got a lot of strong energy here for, I feel like this, it feels like somebody truly believes in you, Aquarius, or it feels like somebody here is like really wanting you to commit or wanting to commit themselves, but it feels like there's a bit of pressure coming off of that Queen of Wands. When I clarify that with the Emperor, that is a bit of a controlling nature. It can be somebody who's trying to persuade you or control your outcome or make you choose with the Lovers. So I feel like somebody here, it's like they're not giving up, but it's more of like, okay, when you have hope, when you have healing take place, when you have a dream in life, whatever, this could be a relationship to something else, but I feel like the Star card would be a little bit more gentle in its approach because it's more of a healing approach. It might sort of say, you know what, I really want that, I really wish for that, I think I'm going to try to surrender or let it be and hope that it lines up with your path. Okay, you're not losing hope. But then there's another side to not losing hope, and it's like a persistent push, and it's somebody that's like hounding a little bit, or somebody that's pressing for an outcome to make a choice, because the Lovers talks about making a choice. I feel like the Queen of Wands, clarified by the Emperor, it's like, yes, you might be committal. It's like somebody who wants a job and you're pressing that you are the best candidate. And I know, like, why am I not getting hired? Why am I like pushing and leaving messages and calling? And it's like, you don't have to prove yourself if you're that good. You can step back in your confidence, knowing that you're good, knowing that you have a lot to offer somebody without being so pushy. The interesting thing, though, is that this feels good in a way. It feels like it has some standing for growth and commitment and long-term stability. I feel like somebody here is willing to do what it takes with that Queen of Wands and the Emperor. But I'm just getting this feeling like that somebody doesn't really have the freedom to make the choice on their... Let me clarify the Lovers, because it's about choice. And in the beginning of your reading, you have the Two of Pentacles. You are choosing something here. You're trying to figure something out. Tell me about the Lovers in this situation. The Page of Swords. Okay, this is somebody that's communicating. I feel like somebody wants some time to think about things, to look into something, to see. Tell me about the Emperor. The Three of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like cooperation. You can't force people to cooperate. I feel like if somebody here with the Lovers and the Page of Swords is like, I want to challenge myself. I'm ready to take something on. I'm ready to look into something. I'm ready to pick up the phone and call that person. I'm ready to talk to you. Three of Pentacles is like the ability or the willingness to cooperate, to build something, to fix something, to grow. But it feels pushy to me. I don't know. I'm going to leave it there because I think some of you will know whether or not you're feeling pressured. But at the same time, there's a different way of looking at how you approach your hope or what you would like to have in life, what you would dream of in life. And sometimes it's like a persistence in yourself. There can be a quiet persistence, or there can be a pushy external controlling, like I want that, or somebody that's all over you, which never feels good. Typically, that doesn't feel good when somebody is pressuring you. It's like they're pressuring you to, because it's for their gain. But you're trying to figure out here, Aquarius, is it aligned with your path? Is it going to benefit you? is it good for you as well as the other person? Something feels good here. That's the weird thing, is that it's something that can be developed and worked on and built, and cooperation to establish more growth. But maybe it just, the conversation needed here with the Page of Swords is just to clear things up, or get a plan of action that works for both people here. There's a heavy amount of confidence, but it's coming across as it could be cocky or arrogant in a way. I'm going to close your reading off, Aquarius. Let's see. Any healing advice for Aquarius? So, yeah, you got the gist here. You're definitely going through an ending. You're definitely going through something that doesn't have the second opportunity. I feel like it is being like requested in this situation here, but it's definitely an ending. Walking away, needing to be alone, whether or not people struggle or not, it's kind of like that's their issue now, or again, I use jobs as relations because it's very common for us to understand the workplace, and I feel like just because you leave and they're now short-staffed isn't necessarily your issue. That's not up to you to, that's not they should have maybe been more prepared, or, had a better thing in place for backup or whatever. But there's somebody here that's trying to show up to come around again for you, because you've got 4 of Cups, and you're not having it, or they're not having it. Okay. Closing off here for Aquarius. The World, there you go. There's the closing off, end of a cycle, done. So there's a new beginning for you, Aquarius. This feels really good. And I'm gonna, this energy here with this Emperor and the Star, it's not quite over yet. I wish I had more. I know what I'm kind of getting, but it's hard for me how I can articulate this in another way. But I feel like something has a lot of potential for growth. I feel like something has a lot of connection. I feel like the 3 of Pentacles is like, cooperation. You can work well with somebody, and you can also not work well with the exact same person. It just depends on how you're approaching something. Do we ask for help? Hey, to your person, can you help me over here? Or do you bitch at them and lose your cool because they didn't help you? Which way is going to get the cooperation? So there's something here that has a lot of potential for a lot of like refining and maybe some healing. But I think that there's something here that is aligning. It's like a high pressure friendship. Somebody may love you and you may have a great time when you connect, but there's nothing worse than a high pressure friendship when someone is pressuring you, pressing on you, demanding that you be friends with this person or whatever. It's like, if it was just left to be a natural case of like process, then it would work out really, really well. And I just think that somebody has a little bit of like, it works for them, or they need something out of that, which is, there's always a reason why somebody is being more pressure, more like they want something, they have an intention, instead of letting it be as it is and letting it unfold the way it should. So the World card is showing me that we have an end here. We're at the end of a cycle. There's a new beginning. And again, when I was saying it feels good, the World card is a feel-good card. It's a card of victory. It's a card of like accomplishing the end of something. And in this card, at the top of it is a star. And that's your star energy here, Aquarius. Like something is meant to line up for you, or it's meant to sort of be aligned for you. But, and I don't think a lot of you are afraid to end that cycle. I think you've given something quite a few tries, 3 or 4 tries to be exact. With the Four of Cups. Okay? Offers that we don't respond to or we've tried before. Yeah, Temperance. Okay. So there's something new for you, Aquarius, in this. But again, something feels pretty good too. It feels like there's growth to be had. There's a connection to be had. There's a lot of admiration and love. Somebody who wants to work with you. Somebody wants to cooperate and build with you. Are you willing, either you or your person, who is it? But are you willing to take the challenge on? Are you willing to communicate what you feel, what you need? And that's interesting because what is missing here is the cups, is the emotion. There's no cups in that energy. So it could be something about expressing your feelings or maybe not allowed to or not able to. Being pressured might have shut you down. There's definitely something sitting here that I feel like I'm not giving you guys enough of a message, or I'm not reading this the way I could. I think it's two different. It's the way that somebody approaches their hope or what they want as a dream. Again, allow, let go, let happen, allow and let be, versus like control and manipulate and push, because you could scare that individual off, or you could actually like squeeze it so hard and try so hard. It's like when you love, right? It's like that puppy example. Like you love that puppy so much, you squeeze it and it dies. You squeeze it so hard. So there's a thing here of like somebody's really in a pushy, powerful energy that could actually ruin the opportunity to cooperate. So it's a dual, mutual, symbiotic agreement that's going to work here, where both people feel like the free will and the freedom to give to the cooperation of building something. And maybe someone's ready and maybe someone's not. So let's see. Let's do the birds today. The Oracle of the Birds. 22 minutes already. Oracle of the Bird. Actually, yeah, I'm switching my mind. I'm kind of liking these well-being cards lately. They're also a little bit quicker because the bird is like a story. Let's see. What's going on for Aquarius? You know what's interesting, guys? Again, the same 5 cards every time I pull this deck. There's so many cards here, and the same ones keep coming out for all the signs. Anything I can imagine being, doing, or having, I can be, do, or have. As you ask yourself why you want it, the essence of your desire is activated and the universe begins to bring it to you. So that's the thing. That's interesting because it's like, why does this person want this so bad? Or why does this person need to feel like there's a time limit or a pressure gauge? So if you let it go and you put something out into the universe, I do believe that if you put that out there and you let it be, and if it's meant for you, eventually the right energy will return and bring it to you. Because sometimes the thing to keep in mind is that what you think you want and what the universe has in store for you, it might actually show up in a different form. And you may be so focused on the one thing that it's like the universe saying, well, I'm going to give you that, but it's in a different form. It's in a different, like maybe more abundance, more, but sometimes things show up exactly what you want or exactly what you need, but they show up in a different reality or a different form that you didn't even think of because you were so hyper focused on like getting what you wanted, what you thought was the best thing for you. So I think that's interesting. It kind of ties into this energy here with this Queen of Wands and this Emperor. It's ask yourself, and it's italics here, why? Why do you want something? and it's the essence of your desire is activated. So the way you're presenting yourself or the way that you're looking for something could be very pushy to actually like sabotage almost. What's interesting is that the Five of Swords is at the bottom of the deck. So it could actually cause a conflict or sabotage with the High Priestess and the Temperance. So patience, allowing things to fall into place with the natural flow of life, and allow somebody to choose intuitively, to feel intuitively, rather than like this. High Priestess is in reverse, which is somebody who's not using their intuition. So, or maybe they're being pushed in some way. There's definitely there's energy there to this. It could actually go against what you actually ended up wanting. It could sabotage. You want it so bad that you end up destroying it. All right, Aquarius, I hope this message helps. Thanks again for all of your likes, your shares, comments. I appreciate the support. Have a great day, guys, and I'll see you soon. Take care.